Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I want to present my assignment bahasa Inggris. I have two topics in this presentation. Next is list of content. First is introduction, and I have two topic is inside the computers and malicious softwares. Before that, I want to introduction myself. My name is Muhammad Rafi Aditya. I am from Bina Sarana Informatika University. My name is 172307777 and my class is 175B.05. I am here to present my assignment. Next. Inside the computers. A general purpose computer is built around four primary components that work together to process information. These components are interconnected by buses, which are groups of wires that allow data to travel between them. The Central Processing Unit CPU. First, often referred to as the brain of the computer or the microprocessor, the CPU is the most critical component. It determines how fast the computer runs, or measured in MHz, and performs all the calculation within the systems. The CPU consists of two specific subunits. First is the arithmetic logic unit, or ALU. This unit is responsible for the actual processing. It is capable of performing two specific class of operation: arithmetic or math and logic decision making. Second is the control unit acting as a central controller. This unit manages the computer's various components. Its specific function is to read and interpret or decode function program instructions and transform them into a series of control signals that activate other parts of the computers. Number two is memory or primary storage. Memory can be viewed as a list of cells where numbers data can be placed or read. It acts the immediate workspace for the processor. First, RAM, random access memory. This is the computer main working memory. It is volatile, meaning all data stored in RAM is lost when you switch off the computer. The CPU can read from and write to RAM at any time. Generally, a computer will operate faster if you install more RAM. Number two is ROM, read-only memory. This memory is preloaded with data and software that never change. Unlike RAM, the CPU can only read from ROM. It cannot write new data to it. Input or output device. Input or output is the means by which a computer exchanges information with the outside world. These hardware components are collectively called peripherals. First, input device. These are used to provide data and control signals to the computer. Examples: keyboard, the most common way of entering information. Mice for two-dimensional motion detection. Scanners to convert printed material into file formats, and digital cameras. Output device. These communicate the result of data processing by converting electronic information into a human-readable form. Example: monitor or LCDs for displaying information. Printers or laser printers are common for high-quality output. And the speakers. Next, storage device or secondary storage. While RAM storage immediate data, storage devices are used to save program and data permanently. hard disk drives. These are internal high-capacity drives that store the operating system and user data. They have enormous capacity, or often measured in gigabytes, and are generally the cheapest way to store data. Flash disk drives. These also use users to save work on small disks and carry the data with them. Next topic is malicious softwares. The lecture The lecture introduced the concept of software designed especially with criminal intent or to cause harm. We commonly refer to this category of harmful program as malicious software or simply malware. First, computer virus. A virus is defined as a program that duplicates itself by inserting its own malicious code into other exciting files. The material describes three specific methods virus use to infect files. Overwriting virus. This is destructive type that replaces the original file's data with its own code. Because the original program is destroyed, the user usually has to reinstall the software to fix it. Appending virus. This is type attached its code to the very end of a file. It does not destroy the host program but modifies it so the virus allows itself to run. Prepending virus, conversely, this type insert its code at the beginning of a file. This strategy ensures the virus is active immediately whenever the infected file is used. Next, number two is computer worms. Worms differ significantly from viruses because they do not inject themselves into other files. Instead, a worm is a standalone program that multiples by creating copies of itself. First is transmission. They typically travel through network or the internet, often relying on email system to spread. Case study, example, I love you. The document highlight a famous worm called I love you. It used to main tricks to deceive user. Example file extension. It used a double extension. Example txt or vbs to hide the fact that it was a script file. Social engineering. It used the subject line I love you to manipulate recipient emotion, tempting them to open the attachment. Next, Trojan horse. Named after the ancient Greek story, a Trojan horse is software that masquerades as a legitimate or helpful program but actually hides destructive capabilities inside. First, key difference. Unlike virus and worms, a Trojan cannot replicate itself or does it infect other files. Common variants. The document lists several specific types of Trojans, including password stealers, keyloggers or recording what you type, remote administrators or allowing others to control your PC, and fake programs. Thank you. That's all from my presentation. I'm sorry if I had a word false. Thank you, Miss. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.